Hey YouTubers, Jen True here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. So today's video is a requested video from one of my subscribers, and they asked, how do you make white pine tea? So that's what today's video is about. It's how do you make white pine tea? So first, before you can make white pine tea, you have to be able to identify the white pine. So look out into the landscape, look for an evergreen that has needles, and then get right down close to it. And what you'll see is, when you get down close to the white pine and you look at the needles and look specifically at the needle clusters, okay? Like where the needles attach to the branch. All right? And when you get down to it, you'll see that each needle cluster, okay, let me put it here. I think it's going to be better. Each needle cluster should have 5 needles. Okay? I don't know if you can see that. All right? So you got your sprig, and each cluster should have 5 needles. Okay, now we know how to identify a white pine. When you take the needles off the white pine, you want to put your hand over it and just gently kind of wiggle and pull, okay? And when you do that, you'll release the needles and not get any of the stick portion or the branch, okay? See? Peels right off, nice. Now you want to keep all your needles going the same way, all right? Because when we go to process those needles, you can see right here, this part that connects to the branch, little woody part, and it doesn't taste great. So we'll just cut that right off. Kind of has like a turpentine kind of taste to it. So you just cut that right off, okay? Just get that right off to the side. All right? That's why we cut them all harvest them all the same way. So cut that off. Get rid of all of that. All right, now just get out any of the discolored, stuff like that. And if, you want to wash it or rinse it, whatever you want to do. It's whatever works for you, okay? So now when you got your needles, you need about a handful for an 8 to 12 ounce cup of tea, okay? So this is a decent amount here. Then you're going to just cut them up into like 1/2 inch. It's like chop it, in 1/2 inch pieces, okay? Just like this. Okay. All right. Now, while we're doing this, on the ready, I had some hot water boiling over here. Now, you can do this in the comfort of your own home in your kitchen, or you can do it out on the trail. It doesn't matter. That's the great thing about white pine tea, right? So, let's get it back here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my gloves so I don't burn myself. And I'm going to take the hot water off the flame because you don't want to add the needles and boil the needles, okay? You don't want to do that. You don't want to boil water and then add the needles to the boiling water, because the essential oils that are in the white pine, the beneficial oils that offer us all those vitamins and like vitamin C and all that, will evaporate if you add the needles directly to boiling water. So it's best to boil the water, take it off the flame, and then add the needles afterwards. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now. So I got my needles here. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and drop them right in. Mix them up a little bit. All right. I like to have a clean area. All right. Put this knife away. I'm going to put the top back on because, as I said earlier, the essential oils will go ahead and they will evaporate out of that tea. So it's best to put a lid on it because that way the oils don't evaporate. I had a joke go through my head. So anyway, I also like to use a lid on my pot right here that has a little hole in it so that I can sift most of the needles out. Now, if that's something that's like gross to you, like, ugh, I don't want to add plant material directly to my water. On Amazon, they sell these little cotton tea bags that's like 50 for, geez, it's cheap money. So that would be a viable option. I carry one with me, you know, when I'm on the trail because I think it's, you know, it's great to have to make a poultice or anything like that or a tea. So, you know, if that's something that works for you, you should do that. Otherwise, I like to just go ahead and drop it right in the water. Now, you want to let this steep for about 3 to 5 minutes. And it should be ready after that, okay? Now, you can enjoy this tea hot, cold. Like I said, it's a daily tea. You can drink it 2 to 3 times a day, and it won't hurt you. There's some teas that, you know, you can only drink when you're sick or things like that. So, you know, just for white pine tea, it's a daily tea. Feel safe drinking that 2 to 3 times a day, okay? And again, it's enjoyable cold. It's a very refreshing flavor. It's piney, but it's mild. It's not a strong flavor at all. So if you're going to get into natural teas and sourcing things from, you know, the wild and start to practice your skills, or if it's just something new to you and you're wanting to try a healthy organic tea, then I suggest you try this one out. You can make it right at your own home. You just boil the water. I mean, the process is the same. It's just a little more fun outside. But I think this has been steeping for about 3 minutes. We're going to say it's been 3 minutes. So we're going to just go ahead and pour ourselves a nice cup of white pine tea. Give it a little swirl. Now you can see the oils separating on the top. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Sometimes you can see the condensation on the lid. Okay. And then, I mean, there's a little bit of floaty stuff in there, but it doesn't bother me. I don't know if you can see the essential oils without me dropping this in the tea. Okay. Gonna go ahead and have a drink. Cheers. So good. Very mild, refreshing flavor. It's delicious. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Whew, that's hot. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you know, please do if you like it. And you know, let me know. Put in the comments below. I hope that the subscriber that reached out to me, I hope he answered your questions. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. And otherwise, just get outside and practice your skills and have fun. And you know, let me know what you did. All right, you take care. Have a great day. Bye now.